Well, fret not, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are at Forgotten Masters on CFRO FM, Vancouver's very own co-op radio. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here on 101.5 on your FM dial. I, of course, am Ian Leighton, and I'll be your host for the next few minutes on Forgotten Masters, the show where we celebrate the unstrung heroes of the guitar. And I am over the moon and far away to be welcoming my next guest. He is a legendary blues guitarist. He's played with everyone for the past 50 years, not to the point of crediting him, but still, he's been here in town. He played last night at the Kitsilano Legion, the Billy Bishop Legion. He's playing again tonight. Please welcome the legendary J.J. Jacobs.
Hey, it's a real pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm very, very excited to have even tracked you down and got you here.
Yeah, I was surprised to get the phone call. It was a real pleasure to hear from you. You sometimes wonder if you're making a difference, and clearly I am.
Yeah, make a difference. You've made a difference in the world of blues over many, many countless albums. You've played with so many of the greats that you know them all, and none of them know you, and that's why we've got you on the show.
Yeah, I suppose some of that is actually correct. It's I'm just excited to be here, and frankly, I'm happy to be alive.
Really,
it's good to be here on planet Earth, and it's good to be here right here in Hanover. I love this city. I love coming back here. It's my first time.
Vancouver.
And, Vancouver. Yeah,
Yes.
That's great to be here. Had a great show tonight.
Yeah.
Billy Bishop Legion, hot, was cooking, man.
Yeah.
It's a cooking city you got here, huh?
Oh yeah, it's a wonderful city.
Yeah.
Not really known so well for the blues, but
no one tonight really seemed to know about the blues.
No,
it was supposed to be some karaoke or something, but there I am, won them over.
But it's a legion, so it's full of veterans. So
yeah, like
I mean, if anybody
cat
has
doctors
the blues,
and dog doctors and stuff.
not veterinarians, but veterans. And if anybody knows the blues, really,
Cat doctors.
War veterans do.
Yeah, them too, man. Yeah, thanks for your service, everybody. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Did you play from the new album, which, just for the folks at home, his new album is Ain't No Nobody Know My Name.
Yeah, man. Ain't no nobody know my name. Because it's true, ain't no nobody know my name.
Right. But you've, so how can you have possibly have flown under the radar for 50 years?
I ask myself that every single night for about an hour and a half before I go to sleep. I'm like, dear Jesus, why, after 50 years, no one knows my name? It's like an hour and a half conversation every.
So the album is really, you're confronting your anonymity, the fact that nobody knows you, the fact that some people don't even want to know you, but you should be known. Was that a choice to not credit yourself on your own album?
Yeah, it's kind of that thing. It's like I want the music to speak for itself. I'm not one of these ego people like, I don't want to name names or anything, Eric Clapton, but...
You have played with Eric Clapton in the past.
Well, with is an interesting word, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
More at.
More like for.
Oh.
Yeah. You know the story, I'm guessing.
You tell me.
Okay.
And I'll tell you.
I guess we're starting right at the top then.
Well,
it's
why not?
Yeah, I mean, I was with my band and
the Crayfish.
Yeah, the Crayfish, which was just before the J.J. Blues Dog Jacobs band, JJBDJ band. Of course, I was spending some time over in England, not by my volition. I got trapped over there in the 70s. A lot of us got trapped over there in the 70s. They shut it down for like a couple years. You couldn't leave. And so while I was over there...
they shut England down?
Yeah, they shut England down. Remember, like 76, 77, they shut it down for like a couple of years. So I thought, well, why not like work on my next album? So I go to this little studio in West London, and I'm in there, and there's another band next door. It's like just sounding like shit, but whatever. Like I'm like, put up some more soundproofing, man. Like I just keep that shit out of here. One night I recorded a solo. It was so sweet, so sweet. It was like candy, like covered in sugar, that's like handed to you by like a Siamese cat that you love, like it's your favorite cat, not one of them shitty cats that pisses on your suitcase while you're staying over your brother's place.
That sounds so good to have candy handed to you by a cat.
Yeah, man, it's like cat candy.
Cat candy.
So anyway, so I recorded the solo, key of F, 120 beats per minute, recorded it, fucking in the pocket, brother, and then go home, come back, where's the solo? I was like, hey guys, where'd that fucking solo go? That was sweet candy. So we couldn't find it, so it was devastating. It was the highlight of my career, that solo. And then years later, a lot of shit happened, and I come back and learning some cover songs, which normally I don't like to do, but things were rough, so I got to make a buck, right?
Right, selling out.
Yeah, selling out. Cocaine, learning that easy solo, super easy, but supernatural. Guess who the shit band was? Next door.
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton.
And so what?
I put my note in the wrong hole, man.
The wrong hole?
That was my solo.
But
Turns out that band next door, Eric Clapton and the whatevers, playing, blasted out of their minds and cocaine and whatever, playing the song Cocaine. My solo ended up on their album, man.
How is that even possible?
Well, that exactly right. How is that even possible, man? So I go back to the studio next time in London, go there, and of course, there's one input on the soundboard says wrong hole.
Oh, why?
Because every studio's got a wrong hole.
Every studio has a wrong hole?
Yeah, man, you work in a studio. Look, you're gonna find a wrong hole here somewhere.
Oh.
So what happened? We put my guitar in the wrong hole. That hole went to the other studio. They recorded it.
Did you have any recompense after that? Did you
Recompense?
Recompense. Recompense.
Like a direction, like a compass.
No, recompense.
Like, are you talking like English money?
No.
Like pounds and pence?
No, recompense. Did you get compensated for the solo?
Oh, compensated. No, that's the problem. So of course I'm like, hey, Eric Clapton, man. Like I did some interviews and I had my people contact his people, and he's like, no, that's my solo. And then suddenly like people are like making fun of me. I'm the guy that's saying I'm Clapton. Clapton's me. That song is me.
It was akin to being the second man who invented the wheel. You know, after you had the idea, but somehow it was his. They saw his wheel first, and then you said, "Well, I just invented that also." But they're saying, "Well, it doesn't matter because he's invented it." So you're like the second. Well, you're like the second wheel, or
recompense is an actual word.
Yeah, recompense is a word.
It's funny. You English guys, you're funny.
Oh,
you're a funny guy.
We have words for everything.
I can see why you're on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's where the words live. It's where the words live. Tell me a little bit about going to church and your mother.
Doing what to my mother?
You learned to play guitar in the church.
Yeah, that's right. As a little boy growing up in Dallas.
In the church parking lot.
Yeah, that's right. We never actually were allowed in. We were too poor to go into the church.
Yeah, that's how poor you were.
We were very poor. Couldn't afford to go into the church because they put that plate out, the collection plate.
Yeah.
My mom was very embarrassed, so we didn't. We just stayed outside and like listened against the door. What are they saying? Something about Jesus, I think. And we'd like sing songs or versions we thought of what they were singing, but we'd get it wrong. But that's how I got my style to begin with, right? Misinterpreting the gospel song.
Now, tell us a little bit about this album that you're promoting.
Yeah,
Ain't Nobody Know My Name.
Yeah, I'm real excited about it. It's really it's unusual because it's all in the key of like E flat, which is unusual. Like most blues songs, key of E, key of A. This is all E flat.
Maybe give us a little.
Well, here's like a flat. Like you can hear it. Now compare it to this E. So that's like the tire. Let some air out of the tire.
Oh.
It's flat. That's why they call it a flat. It's like a tire. That's how that whole thing came about. It's like less air in that key.
Yeah.
E flat.
I've listened to you on so many albums. I've listened to you uncredited.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart that you're not as credited as you should be.
No, and I was like, why not embrace it, right? If that's my thing, not being credited, let's go to town.
Right.
I mean, if you look at any of my albums, my name's not even on it.
Right. So people find your albums
Yeah.
by the fact that it's really not your album. When they go to the record store, they say, I'm looking for the album of J.J. Jacobs that is
it
not
was
really...
J.J. Blues Dog Jacobs, so it's J.J.B.D.J. Band.
Right.
So it says that J.J.B.D.J. Band,
Yeah.
but my name is
Bit
nowhere.
of a mouthful. I was looking at the title and I thought, wow, ain't nobody know my name. There's so many negatives in that title that it turns around and comes at you as positive.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the blues, ain't it?
Yeah.
A lot of negatives. You turn the negative into a positive, man.
Right.
That's the blues right there.
Right.
You distilled it down. That's clever.
Lifts you out of the
Clever little
sadness
man.
and the melancholy that you sink into.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of sadness, but I hope that I can take some of your sadness at home and turn it into something actually enjoyable. Pleasure. From sadness to pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that hurts. Now I'm happy.
I just want to ask you before we wrap it up. Did you
Wrap it up. I'll take it.
Lie or legend? Did you actually play at the Kremlin?
Yeah, man. I did. It was just when the movie Gremlins had come out, so it was the Gremlin Festival. It was something. I mean, to actually be in the home of the Pope was like it was an honor, man. I mean, I respect all religions, all spiritual beings, spiritual ways of being. So I was honored to be there, man.
Is it true that you've had your guitars made from coffins?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel not this particular one, but I got one real special one at home that I only bring out for one song per album. It's made of coffins of my daddy and my great daddy. My great daddy.
Your great daddy, yes.
Yeah.
Is it true that your mother put your fingers in a vice to stretch them?
Yeah, man.
So that you could grab the neck of the guitar and reach around the frets?
Yeah, well, I mean, look at these things. Like, those are like long and slender. Those were little nubs previously.
Yeah.
Like, they were a lot shorter. When I was like 8, like probably about half that size. So how else, when you're 8, are you going to get bigger hands other than stretching them?
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with little 8-year-old hands the rest of your life.
Right. Jimi Hendrix had massive,
Huge
long
hands, like his
fingers
parents must have stretched those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want 8-year-old hands, man. Like, look. These are child's hands.
They are. They're child's hands. I could never play the guitar.
Like, watch. You can't. That ain't working.
No, it's true. It's true. I know that people at home would love to hear you
man.
play us out. Thank you so much for coming by
my
tonight
pleasure,
and
man.
this morning. You're going to be back at the Billy Bishop Legion with the vets tonight.
Really excited.
And
Get ready, dog doctors. I'm coming for you.
Well, please play us out. Play whatever you like. And this is J.J. Jacobs playing us out with the blues that he's famous for, but simultaneously not known. Above average.
Yeah, man.
Above average.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you, man. Pleasure. I put my note in the wrong hole, man.